Hollywood's journey. It's been a bit since I've had a video, probably about 3 weeks. But I wanted to touch on my favorite foods. I was going to do a video on my 3 favorite places I've eaten and the 3 cheapest places that I've eaten that were also very well. But I've come to the conclusion that Italy itself had so many of my favorite meals that I'm just going to touch on Italy on this video. And then I can always make another video on the cheapest and other countries I've been to that have pretty good food. So once again, I was going to make a video on my 3 favorite countries with my best meals. But I've been all over Italy, and I think I'm going to just tell you my favorite places I've eaten in Italy, which you can't go wrong. So this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm going to give you some of my opinions on my favorite meals. I'll post a few pictures of it and the names of where they are, and we'll go from there. Hollywood out. Welcome back to Hollywood's journey. So about 14 years ago, me and my brother traveled through the Italian Riviera. The trip started, I landed in Nice, waited a day for my brother. My brother showed up. We actually took a helicopter from Nice to Monaco, which was about half the price as the train tickets and half the time. Didn't even make sense, so that's what we did. We took the helicopter, we flew in, we seen Monaco, and we landed. We rented a car, and I drove the whole coast of the Italian Riviera from Monaco. We stopped in, I believe the first city we stopped in was San Remo for the night. By the time we got there, I think it was 3 or 4 hours, maybe a little bit more, because we stopped and ate and seen some sights. We stayed for the night. Not saying that there was really any food in San Remo that was spectacular. It was a small little area. But the next day we got in the car and we drove to Portofino. And by far, that's where I had the best risotto I've ever eaten. It was a seafood risotto. I'm not even a big seafood guy, but when you're in Portofino and you see all these fishing boats and all the restaurants right off the water and the fresh fish, by far the best risotto I've ever had was in Portofino. Got back in the car, started driving down the coast. We did Genoa. We did so many towns. We ended up going to Pisa, which, by the way, pizza was pretty good in Pisa. I think it was more the atmosphere. We were right next to the Leaning Tower, and so it might have made the pizza a little bit better than what it was, even though it was phenomenal. But it was not the best place I've eaten pizza, and I'll throw some pictures of me manging on some pizza in Naples. I was in Naples, the originator of where pizza came from, and I ate so much pizza. I was only there for about a day and a half. And one night I ate so much pizza, I ordered a pie, I ate it, the guy comes up, he says, "Are you done?" I said, "Can I have another one?" He goes, "Do you want another pizza pie?" So I had 2 pizza pies, and at the end I had a huge Italian ice, homemade. It was, I couldn't even move. I walked to the park and I fell asleep on a bench. I'm surprised I wasn't mugged. So, by far, the best pizza I've ever eaten is in Naples. It was right in a brick oven. I believe this restaurant was the 3rd or 2nd oldest restaurant in Naples, and the pizza was invented in this area of Naples. So, Naples, best pizza. Portofino, best seafood risotto I've ever eaten. very expensive. The risotto is very expensive in Portofino. If you do go to Portofino, make sure you have a little car. To get down there is pretty tight. There's a lot of tourists and not a lot of parking. So heads up, small car. I would say small car everywhere in Italy. Me and my brother's bigger than me. I'm 6 foot, he's 6'3", and they gave us a Panda. I don't know if you've ever seen a car, the Panda. Well, they had to upgrade because me and my brother were too big to fit in the Panda, so we had to get a little bigger car. But if you can get the Panda, I would definitely get the Panda. It's good on gas and it can park it anywhere. So once again, risotto in Portofino, pizza in Naples. I was in Venice, and I gotta say the raviolis in Venice were unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't remember where I eaten it, the name of the restaurant, because it was probably almost 8, 9, 10 years ago when I ate in Venice, and even longer doing the Italian coast, the Italian Riviera. So I'm doing my best to remember for you. So risotto, Portofino, pizza, Naples, and I got an Alfredo meat ravioli, which it melted in your mouth. They only gave you like 6 raviolis, and it was a little expensive. It was unbelievable, though. I mean, I've never had better raviolis in my life. The pizza wasn't too bad in Venice either. I had it for breakfast one morning, so the pizza was pretty good. And so we had pizza and raviolis in Venice. Once again, pizza was the best I've ever eaten in Naples. The risotto was the best in Portofino. Pizza not bad in Pisa. Pisa's a little run down though, so be careful. It's very dangerous in that area outside the walls where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is. So this is Uncle Hollywood. I'm going to come back with other spots of Italy that I've eaten at. Hopefully this helps you. Please share, subscribe, hit the notification button, and hopefully these will help you out. Peace, Hollywood out. Yo, welcome back to Uncle Hollywood. I gotta give a shout out to the White Monkey Syndicate. We did touch on this on his channel. We spoke about the best places we eaten, but I figured I'd go a little bit more detail. I've been to Europe all over, so he's been more of Asia. I've been all of Europe, so I'm giving you my European places, but this video is strictly Italy because Italy was by far my favorite place to eat anything. My favorite place to visit is Sicily. And just as I've mentioned on my breaking news, when they do open up, you might want to check out the tourist site on the internet for Sicily because they are doing specials when they open up for tourists. I believe they're going to pay half your airfare, half your hotel, and museums are free. But I believe it's in the off season. It's not going to be in peak season for like July, August, September. But Sicily is unbelievable atmosphere. People are older. The food is unbelievable. The seafood is good. The beer is good. My favorite place I've ever visited, Sicily. I definitely want to go back. Does it have any of my favorite foods? I would say not. All the food was always good, but memorable meals, this is what I'm talking about. So I did the coast of the Riviera, Italian Riviera. I've talked about a little bit of Naples. I've talked a little bit about Venice. My all-time favorite meal is in Rome. I know it's expensive in Rome. Rome is very expensive. It's one of the I think second most visited city in the world. It might even be first. And once again, if you go to Rome, you are going to have to spend some euros. You're going to have to spend some bucks. But I was in the Trastevere area. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not good with names, so it's in the neighborhood of Trastevere. The name of the restaurant, which is also named after the pasta dish, is Tonanelli's. Tonanelli's. I'm killing it. I know I'm killing it. I'm sorry. I apologize. But I'll leave the name and everything on the video where you can check it out. Go to Google Maps. You'll have the spelling. But I'll have a picture of my meal. Once again, a little expensive. You're in this neighborhood, which, by the way, has the #1 gelato spot in Italy. This is the oldest place. It opened up first in Italy. It's a family owned. Everything is handmade fresh. I mean, the whipped cream, the gelato itself melted. I mean, I love gelato. Gelato, if it was considered other than a dessert, would be my favorite meal. I could eat gelato morning, noon, night, right before bed. I don't care. Gelato is unbelievable. But I stayed at this restaurant and just ate the meal, once again, at Tonanelli's in the Trastevere area. You're off a cobblestone road, off one of the older churches in Rome. It's a nicer neighborhood. You're in the neighborhood. You're about a 10-15 minute walk from the Vatican. Transportation from the airport or to the airport or wherever you want to go in Italy is in this neighborhood. It's very convenient. It's not as expensive as some other areas of Rome, but it's central. So I would recommend staying in that area. Plus you get the best gelato and the best pasta you've ever eaten. They have some cool little bars. I'll post it on there. I think it's the Donkey Bar is one of them. Once again, 15 minutes from the Vatican, so you can walk around a lot of spots. But by far, that was my best meal I've ever had in Italy. I had my buddy with me, Kush, and he'll vouch for it. He couldn't eat enough of it himself. It was made from egg yolk. I can't even give it justice to explain. I'll leave a picture of it. But unbelievable. So Rome had my favorite meal of all time out of any city, especially in Italy. As far as lasagna goes, I was in a town named Campanilla. It's one of the more mobster towns. You can walk through the town and you will definitely notice the mobsters there. I stopped in this little cafe, don't remember the name of it, and they had this little dish of lasagna, and this old lady was in the background behind the counter. She said she made it, and it melted in my mouth. The ricotta was unbelievable. It had spicy Italian sausage. The meatballs, she wouldn't tell me how she made them, but they were unbelievable. So the lasagna was very good in this town. I think it's about it's like 4 hours from Calabria, where my grandfather's from. It's about 2 hours from Naples. You're kind of in the heel of Italy. So by far, best lasagna I've ever eaten. As far as Italy goes, I've been to almost every part of Italy that you can imagine, from the heel to the foot, all the way up to the Venice, over to Rome, Italian Riviera. I haven't been to Milan. Milan is more of a fashion area and student area, and it's very expensive. And it's in the middle, so if I ever go back to Italy, I'm going to fly into Milan and do a few days there. But I figured I'd just give you a little taste of Italy. I believe you can't go wrong in Italy eating anything. My recommendation is, if you're in Rome, try to eat more off the beaten paths, into the mom and pop places. They're a little cheaper, and grandma's always cooking. and you can't beat Grandma's cooking in Italy. The scenery everywhere you are is unbelievable, whether you're in the mountains or off the ocean. It's just unbelievable. Positano, the Amalfi Coast was unbelievable. I would say the best Italian ice I've ever eaten was in Positano. The lemons were about the size of a softball, and it was unbelievable. But just remember, when you go there, get ready for some stairs. Many stairs, a lot of stairs, and make sure you have your walking shoes on that day and keep hydrated. The beaches are a little stony, but they're nice. The water's nice. The scenery's nice. But the Italian ice in Positano off the Amalfi Coast, unbelievable. Pizza in Rome is pretty good, but I'm going to tell you, Naples, the pizza's the best, and then I would say Venice. Venice had best raviolis. So that's my assessment on Italy. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I'll answer. If I left anything else, I'll throw it in the next video I do for the cheapest, best places I've eaten at. I'll have other videos where I'll have nightlife. But for this video, I just wanted to touch a little bit on Italy. Once again, please subscribe, share, notify. If you have any comments, leave them down, and I'll do my best to answer it. Hollywood out. Check out my buddy, the White Monkey Syndicate. Get to Vietnam. Vietnam is on fire. Once the border opens and you're allowed to come in, you can get a job here instantly. So check out the White Monkey Syndicate on YouTube. He's honest. He's a little, let me say, in your face, but you can trust him. So Hollywood out. I hope this helped. And just keep following, and I'll see if I can get something going here for you guys. Get me some subscribers, and have a good night.